How do we define justice? What is beauty, or goodness, or truth? For asking young people such questions and dismantling traditional suggestions, Socrates was charged with corrupting Athens' youth. After his execution, those concepts he tried to define were pictured by Plato as perfect ideals, each one a perfect form that reveals its absolute essence to rational minds on a level he saw as divine. But in their two analyses, both Plato and Socrates had made a basic error in the view of Wittgenstein. For Wittgenstein, the words that we use cover all kinds of different aims in a wide range of activities, which he called language games. In naming them language games, there's a faint danger he muddles his own critique, as they're less about playing and more about saying, look at all of the ways that we speak. Asking, thanking, greeting, shopping, reporting, cursing, praying, giving orders or instructions, obeying, disobeying, agreeing, denying, debating, attempting to right the world's wrongs, reading a story, acting a role, joking, singing songs. All of us learn many language games. We gradually work out the rules. One word needn't stand for one precise thing. All words are simply tools. To shout water could be a warning on a lake to a skater, or a call across a restaurant to a busy waiter, an instruction from a baker on what to add when making dough, or an answer to the quiz question, what is H2O? What matters most is the context in which any word is used. If we fail to play the right language game, our thinking gets confused. Whenever we struggle with meaning, it is quite often the case that we've transferred a word that's at home in one context to a strange and foreign place. When language goes on holiday, that's one of Wittgenstein's terms, when words in an unfamiliar location are shown the wrong path and get lost in translation. You're rashly creating a very frustrating, unnecessary can of worms. When Socrates seeks just one definition, when Plato demands what is good, their inquiries show that the way language works has been misunderstood. When a word depends on its use, it won't have one absolute essence. Its meanings will vary, Wittgenstein says. What exists is at best a resemblance. To demonstrate this, Wittgenstein looks at the seemingly simple word game and shows how the uses to which it's put are rarely exactly the same. Card games, board games, team games, Olympic games, so many games exist. If Wittgenstein was still with us, he'd add video games to the list. Some have similarities, but what is common to them all? In ball games, there's winning and losing, unless you're just throwing one at the wall. Are there always competing players? No, some games are played alone, whether a game of patience or Candy Crush on your phone. What common factor links tennis and chess and Ring-a-Ring-a Roses? How can such different things all be called games, is the question Wittgenstein poses. There are overlapping connections, but no universal link, which is why he turned to resemblance and families to clarify how we should think. As family members mix physical features and character, Wittgenstein stated, games form a family, one word, several meanings, but all of them somehow related. It's family resemblance, Wittgenstein says. I can think of no better expression. And with that he hoped he'd brought to an end philosophy's needless obsession. There are so many ways we use words like justice, beauty, goodness, and truth. None has an absolute meaning that is totally idiot-proof. So don't look for a strict definition. There's no single essence to see. Socrates and Plato were barking up the wrong tree.